and welcome. My name is Sarah Knox. Thank you for joining me on my channel. For those of you who are new, this is a channel where I feature amazing looks using Beautycounter products. I post a new look every single Friday. Subscribe to this channel if you want to get these fresh faces every single week. This whole month I am focusing on natural looks. You've seen 3 of them already, and this week I'm going in with my final eyeshadow palette, which is our classic. And this isn't even mine. I traded with a girlfriend who loves this palette. She did it very, very reluctantly because she was like, I don't think I can go 2 whole days without my classic palette. I can see why. It is amazing. The look I got today is just golden and gorgeous. Perfect for you ladies with blue eyes out there because it is just going to make them pop. For those of you who have warmer skin, love a JLo look, this is something you need. You need to buy this right now and put this look in your toolbox to use for just an easy, everyday, less than 10-minute look. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna get started as usual. I'm starting off with my foundation. I'm using Linen. This is our Tint Skin Foundation. I've prepped my face already using our rejuvenating line. I washed my face to use the toner pads, then went in with the eye cream and the moisturizer. I'm just gonna go on in and blend in this foundation. Prepping your face is super important if you want all of your makeup to apply evenly and smoothly and give you a really flawless look. Now I'm going to be using our Touch Up Concealer Pen. I do it below my eyes, on my chin, around my nose, and then on my little age spot here because those are my areas of concern. Next, I'm going to go in my bronzer. I use Surf. And before I do my blush, I always like to do a little bit of a highlighter, and I just use a big old fat brush, bring it up on my cheekbones. For blush, I'm going to be using Nectar. I've been using this Nectar for my blush all month long because I've been focusing on these natural looks, and that is going to just be probably our most versatile, our most natural blush shade. So that's why I'm using that. Now that I'm done with my face, I am going to go in and do what you are all here for, which is our eyes. I am using our Classic palette. This is great for those of you with blue eyes because those gold and warmer tones are gonna make those baby blues pop. We're gonna do a natural look with this today. First up, I'm gonna be using Copper, which is right here, all over the lid and into the crease. You see how that has that, well, it's copper. I mean, that's the color of it, right? That's gonna make those blue eyes pop. I don't quite have blue eyes, but I can kind of manipulate the color of them based on what I wear and what I'm putting on my eyes. Okay, so next up, I am going to take this top color Suede and go right over that on the lid. And I'm gonna blend it all with that ivory. So I'm gonna do ivory all over the lid. The reason I'm layering it over is because I love the color of that copper and that suede. So the copper was right here, then I went over it with suede. But this ivory is just gonna soften it up. I have a very, very fair skin tone, so those colors tend to go a little dark on me, but I still wanted to keep those rich tones, but I needed to lighten it up, so I went in with that ivory over it. So I'm gonna do that again on this side, over the whole thing, all the way up onto my brow bone, because again, this is going to be my awesome highlight color. And then in the crease, I'm gonna go in with Sable. This is a nice soft brown color. I'm using an angled brush and just going in a windshield wiper motion. I'm gonna flip it over and blend it with my other end, which has a little bit of that ivory in it still. I always like to go in and touch up the edges using a flat edge brush like this. This is a nice stiff brush. So really just gonna kind of erase those edges here. Now that I went over all the drama of my eyelids and the shadows, I love the way that it's looking. I'm gonna go in with my liner. As you know, I'm a huge fan of this liquid liner. Sometimes I will use our pencil liners on the bottom for a really soft look, but I like to extend the look of my lashes, which I can do with this liquid liner really well. So what I'm gonna do here is go right on I start on the inner corner and just press lightly in. I don't do one long swish. The reason I don't do one long swish is because I have shaky hands. I've talked about this before, but if you're anything like me, you're not gonna get it perfect the first time. Don't try and do it all at once. You can just do it in little tiny bits, and then it gives you a lot more forgiveness and you're less likely to mess it up. Because who here likes the idea of a liquid liner but doesn't do it because you are terrified of screwing it up? See? Now you don't need to worry about it. Next, while I'm waiting for that to dry off a little bit, I am gonna go in with my brow pencil. Again, I use dark because, you know, I'm a brunette. See, there I go again. I messed up. And I just touched up. We mess up, we touch up. We mess up, we touch up. Does anyone here have kids? This looks ridiculous, by the way. Do you have kids? Do you have Pete the Cat books? Okay, because I have lots of Pete the Cat books. And guess what? It's all good. Look them up. They're annoying, but the kids love them. Going in and brushing this out to give those brows a more natural look. Now mascara. I'm using the Volumizing. That's my personal favorite. It's gonna be the mascara I recommend of ours. And I'm starting at the base of the lash line. Like, not so I poke myself in the eye, but almost. And I wiggle it back and forth, and as I wiggle it back and forth, I pull it out. So that's how I get my lashes nice and separated and full. And the final step is lips. With this look, I just like to use a gloss. I'm using Bellini. And that's it. That's the finished look. And we're good to go. This look, I'm looking at the clock, took less than 15 minutes, and as I was explaining this. So for you at home, it would take you probably less than 10 minutes to achieve this same look. Nice and easy, nice and fun. If you have any questions, comment below. I have everything I used today linked and listed below so that you can find it for yourself and make sure that you have everything you need to complete this look. Again, if you have blue eyes, keep this look in your toolkit. I think I have one more Friday in August after this, so I'm gonna be coming in with one more natural look using our Big Naturals palette. Oh my gosh, I mean, I could devote an entire summer, entire season to that eye kit, but I'm just gonna do one of my favorite looks from that one, so come back for that. And then starting in September, I'm focusing on fall looks. We're gonna be looking at some of those richer tones. These are gonna be looks that are gonna make you wanna go out and get yourself a pumpkin spice latte right this second. Are they out yet? I don't know. Anyway, subscribe to this channel and I will see you next week.